Greetings, people. This one is about Arsenal and Raheem Sterling and Chelsea loaning. No, people. Arsenal play yesterday against Zagreb and win 3-0. You wanna notice, anytime the ball pass to Raheem Sterling, it's like the rest of players them get static. Yet them expect him to perform a miracle at all times against some defenders. Especially the people them who be writing stuff. Those people who are writing, those journalists who are writing stuff, they don't know how much the negative things that they write impact the entire team. But when you go look and expect a player that you don't like to provide the world for you, and everybody else to stand up and put in a hand, you go and praise everybody else for what they do. But as soon as he gets the ball, everybody stand up and I watch first. Nobody now move into no position that he can make a pass. All I'll do is isolate him and put him in a position where he have to beat that person. When I put myself in a position that the ball can get past the person, when I force him to him have to pass the person. All time. And if somebody even run over them, them don't run on the field where them can draw with the player from them. Them run behind him and run half of the field and go around this. That's a negative play. And still I put the ball in a compromising position where no attack, no positive attack now will come out of that. It's not like we're not going, you might go down on the line and we're cut inside and cast that defender to worry about the pass we might make. We're not go outside the field with the defender sure same still have Raheem Sterling in control. When Saka is on the field, we're not running at the position so that he can make the pass to him. But when it's Sterling there, everybody stop. Or if one does go, he make that run half of the field behind Sterling. So nothing positive can come out of that to affect the scoring chances of the team. Gonna stand up and watch. No heart, no effort into going forward to get that pass immediately to continue the attack. People, you can listen to the review where the people them put out in the team.
Michael Arteta decided to make a couple of changes for Arsenal's 3-0 win over Dinamo Zagreb in the Champions League, a straightforward night for the Gunners. Declan Rice's early strike ultimately avoided a night of Arsenal being frustrated by a low block, an important goal in terms of the amount of physical and emotional energy Arteta's players needed to give. In anticipation of a winnable game, Arteta did turn to the likes of Raheem Sterling and Jacob Kiwior from the start, two players who have a point to prove. Arsenal want to keep Kiwior this month, who does have interest from the Serie A. And in terms of Sterling, all at the Emirates Stadium are still hoping that'll click for the winger, who seems slightly short of confidence. Raheem Sterling struggles again during 3-0 win over Dinamo Zagreb. Although, judging by Arsenal fans on X after Wednesday evening's win, it seems as if patience is running out for Sterling, who has had a fairly tough time on loan in North London. Earlier in the season, supporters were begging for Arteta to give Sterling a chance, a player who has 82 caps for England and won the Premier League 4 times. However, things aren't working out for the Chelsea loanee at Arsenal, even if fans were ready to get right behind the forward. One supporter perhaps summarised the situation well on X by saying, "Sterling, I really wish it worked here, but this is just hard to watch." The winger was trying hard to beat his fullback either inside or out, but wasn't having anywhere near as much success as Gabriel Martinelli on the other wing. Thereafter, the reviews of Sterling's performance were slightly harsher. One supporter declared, "We need to return Sterling to Chelsea this month, I've seen enough." Another fan even mentioned Arsenal's mistake in the summer by essentially opting to replace Reiss Nelson with Sterling, who might actually be doing a better job. They simply concluded, "Bring back Reiss Nelson, he's better than Sterling." Sterling isn't finished at Arsenal just yet. Of course, it should be remembered that Sterling has been incredibly professional during his time in N5 so far. There's no doubt that the former Manchester City player won't have enjoyed being overlooked for much of the season either, but he's always kept his composure.
Now, after listening to that, I come to a conclusion. I notice it at Chelsea and the last year at City. It's the same thing I go on at Arsenal for Raheem Sterling. And I notice it. These teams that him in have a lot of England internationals on these teams. And I do not think those members of the coaching staff that are part of the England setup or find themselves going to get coaching lessons at St. James's Park. I don't think none of them are doing Raheem any favor, because Raheem is Jamaican. I noticed on the transfer market list, for the first time I noticed the England flag is not under Raheem, beside Raheem Sterling's name anymore. It is the Jamaican flag now. So that means they're done with him, and he is now back to being Jamaican. Now that they're done with him, and carry them through 2 World Cup and 3 Europa League. Whatever it is, Europa League or whatever the Europe. Now, after seeing all of this and realize the psychology of what going on, and that him in a position where him stats will never be good enough again to how the rest of players around him operate. I think the coaching staff are training of those rest of players standing up. Them not give no formal coaching to the other teammates when Raheem Sterling have the ball. They not tell them no formal movement, make no move. Raheem himself can read up and make some move, but nobody else is making a move when he has the ball. When them have the ball, he can make a move and find a good place. Draw away a defender from them, all of that. None of them will do any of that for him because he's not wanted. So, what I would advise Raheem Sterling and his agent to do, Raheem is 30 years old now. And I think for the last 4 years or so, he has not, 3 or 4 years, he has not played for England. He has not been selected in at all. So, at 30, I think it's kind of over for in England international career. And being as how them a play him, he go end up look the worst way here in England with coaches that are not coaches in charge of him. I think him and him agent need to find a team outside of England. However long let he have left to play football, I think he need to leave out of England. Maybe go to Saudi Arabia or something about the make your money. Make your money. And so you can retire good in life. You have a place in Jamaica already. Buy somewhere else, build up a hotel or something. Bring in some other income. You have enough money, can build a hotel somewhere. So, when would I advise if you don't really get out of England fast before you get a career-ending injury in a training, because it's obvious none of your teammates not going to pull away a defender from you by their movements. They're going to stand up. None of them now, when you have the ball, none of them now rush to get on the shoulder of that defender. If him pull him or nothing. None of them standing up 10, 15, 20 yards away from any opposition player and watch you. Which, if Messi a play, and that always have to happen to him, they always are forcing me have to beat people all the while. Messi would not be Messi. Messi would have flopped. So, I can't see any well-meaning players. I notice something else too, and not just Sterling to happen too. I see it with Aston Villa, and with Leon Bailey, and since 3 England international come back off of injuries, Villa is not as good as it was when them was out injured. Since them 3 players they come back in, and them and get the glory. Nobody moving for Bailey. And Bailey I play the same position as Sterling I play. And the same thing happen. Bailey's a bit younger, but at the same precise thing happen at both clubs. So that club have at least 3 England international. So does Arsenal, so does Chelsea, so does Man City. So now we got to look seriously into the backroom people then. Not Pep, not Maresca, whatever this new coach at Chelsea name, not Arteta, but those coaches that are on the field every day. The backroom coaches, the ones them where they want to be the coach. The ones that are pushing up themselves on game day like them is the big man more than the coach. When the coach call a player, those ones where you see after the coach and talk to the player, those ones where go talk to the player afterwards. We take away the words where the coach just tell the player and leave the player with for them mediocre thing. And these coaches need to run with those assistants, tell them point blank, game day is my day, not your day. When I call the player game day, I do not want you speaking to the player after I call him to send him on to put him on. I do not want you to talk to him because you're taking away what I put him on to do. And him used to Uno and the monks every minute, every day and training. When Uno come send out after me say something to him, bring him down to phone level. So I think Bailey we alright because at least Butler we look for your next club. But Sterling, I don't think Sterling have a Butler, a Craig Butler in him corner. I do not think Sterling have somebody where can go seek out a good contract for him like that in him corner. So whatever you do, Sterling, whosoever you have with you, I think you need a real agent. Find an agent that is not English. Find a Spanish agent or something. Maybe one might have little language problems, but find somebody who have contact outside of England and get yourself a club that you can enjoy the last few years of your footballing career without the negative people them will hate you from a long time. Them hate you for speak out against racism. Them hate you till you have a tattoo. But them not admit. Cause many of the white players them have tattoos. But nobody no eat them. Them love them cause them white. Let's get real. Remember, as a black player, you have to do 10 times better than every white player. Even the one them where put you in a problem. Nobody now call them out to put you in a problem or to stand up and watch what you are do. Them all say you for do extra. So find yourself an agent, get yourself out of England, go somewhere. Go one of them league. I know you don't like to win the Champions League, which you don't get to do because Phil Foden have to play. Which I understand both of them can play, but they're always the Englishman always a find. They can't find a way to play two of them together, they always have to find a way. No matter if you know two different position players, then go compare and is one or the other. Just like the Jamaica team, it's always one or the other. Not both can play with each other and help each other. They don't find that in them psyche. The mental makeup not provide that for them think like that. Them identify you as being different. Them can find it for all the white players. Them can always say, oh, he'll do better next time. Better luck next time. But for you, everybody gonna stand up, watch you, then they criticize you. Instead of continue being a team. When you get the ball, it become an individual thing. By the team, they stand up and watch you like a TV them a watch instead of be part of the game same way. So find yourself a team somewhere else. Get out of England for a while. And then now see, make them have to go search some different channel to find things to say about you. Make them have to search overseas to find negativity to produce them. So, yes, it might take you a little time to readjust in a new era. But hey, me are 60 this year. When me are 30 like you, Me 30 like you. Me establish myself. Me in up in North Carolina, the boondocks. Me play some bush league thing practically. But at least me feel a little bit comfortable. Not having only for negative Jamaicans on me when I really I look. You see, when you start out and play football as a winner, it's hard to accept mediocrity. It's easy if you get frustrated when everybody around you mediocre, stand up and watch what you are do. And when you're done that now, there's nobody. If you beat that man now, there's nobody in a position where you would pass the ball inside me, then tap in a ball like goal. Because them now make the run until after you done beat the man. If you beat the man. Because sometimes if they make the run early, you could make an early pass. But them stand up and waiting to see. Like it is said in training or in a camp or in a dressing room. Make me see if he can beat him player. So every single time he get the ball, everybody stand up and watch see if he can beat the player. They make it sure it's as hard as ever. Anyway, people, that's my message to Sterling. Find yourself a different club outside of this place where the environment is toxic towards you. You might not see it for yourself, you know, make no uproar, none of them things there. But my advice as a humble kid, talk to your agent and get somewhere else. Go. Chelsea do not want it. These English clubs do not want it. They want to flop you. Let them say you value 22 million. Hey, go. Leave England alone. They don't want you here anymore. They will not find anything good. They will not encourage any player to move. So as you will be assisted in any way. And I do not think at 30 you are as agile as you was at 18, from 18 and come up. For the past 12 years, you've been running things for them. You practically carry them through 2016, 2014. From about 2014 or so about there, you've been a run things for them. World Cup and otherwise. In some game, after you carry them, you alone carry them by your back. Hurricane come in and take the glory. The one time, the closest them come for a trophy, them deny you the penalty and give it to Saka. He miss. But it was okay for him to miss. It's not okay for you, Sterling, to miss. Remember, Saka is with a white girl. Saka is an English youth with a white girl. You're a Jamaican with a black girl. Remember that. Now out.